I bought this actually maybe a couple of years ago, I think now. And I bought this particular model because it's a triple action air purifier. This is not only going to take the air and clean it and get the pollen out and get the allergens out and get the dust and everything else out. It's gonna do all of that. But what this also does that a lot of the others do not do, this also is going to help to remove airborne germs, airborne bacteria. That's what we need to do nowadays. Triple action, this is gonna be great for a medium to a large size room as well. I have it in my great room. I have an open concept in my house with the living room and the dining and the kitchen. I have one, it is awesome. $129.99, 5 flex payments of $26 to get it home. And the other great part about this, you do not have to buy more filters. You just clean the filter that's in it. It even tells you when to do it. And what a great time to pick this up. Free shipping and handling today. We have the final 2,000. You can't miss this, okay? Linda Lyde is joining us. I own this one, Linda. I love this one. And frankly, I may even pick up another one because I have it in my great room concept, but I'd really like it in my bedroom too.
Right, absolutely. Well, hello, Alice.
How are you?
Beautiful color on you. I love that top on you.
Thank you. I love that on you.
Looking great, thank you. Well, welcome into my home. You are looking at my 2 air purifiers. Now, the Therapure air purifier is a hospital-grade air purifier. What does that mean? That means that it's going to capture and it's going to kill the germs that are in the air. This, to me, is one of the most loving gifts that you could ever give yourself or anybody in your family or your friends. Why? Because right now we have never thought about air more, and I don't know about you, but for me, I think about it all day long.
Yeah.
So Alice, we breathe about 22,000 breaths a day. If we don't have an air purifier in our home, guess what's doing that purification? Our sinuses, our nose, and our lungs inside of us. Now, this is so important inside of our homes because as a builder, I'm a carpenter and a contractor, and I can tell you each year that we go along, we have better building technology that keeps our homes buttoned up, sealed up, so the air conditioning and the heat, it doesn't float out of our air. But what does that mean to you? That means that your inside air can be 90% of your home can be 3 to 5 times more polluted than outside. And why is that? Because we use nail polish, hairspray, we cook. If you're anything like me, nobody knows how to burn toast like Linda Lyde. We have our pets roaming around. So it's not just about you're not dusting and cleaning. It's not about that. It's the air. How do you can't like put a mop to the air. That's where the Therapure air purifier comes into place. Now, you have the first line of protection is this. Now, this is a HEPA type permanent filter. Notice that it's a hemispheric, right? So it's literally these fins have been pushed out to actually capture and catch everything. What are we capturing? We're capturing human hair, pollen, dust mites, pet dander, smoke, and germs. And then right behind that is that germicidal. It's that UVC light. Now look at this. Think about this. Think how small your human hair is if you were to cut it. Okay, you have pollen right behind that. That's 0.3 microns. 0.1 micron is household dust. Pet dander is 0.5. And now you start going into smoke particles. And then smoke particles, it all goes all the way down to germs, which are 0.1 micron. Okay, now to clean air, Alice, you have to move air. And I think we have a smoke machine over there to really show you how that works.
We sure do.
Smoke is one of the smallest particulates that get out of the air, right? I know it when I burn my toast. So I want you to show everybody how when you turn this on, how it really moves that smoke around and how it cleans it and captures it. Now, the smoke is just showing you that it's just like the germs that are in the air, the pollen, the pet hair, the mold. If I go into a room, Alice, and I smell mold, I don't even actually have to smell it. I can feel it. The back of my throat starts to tickle, and then all of a sudden I start to blow up. This is going to protect you. Now, I have a mom who has COPD. She's right in the next room. I have this right next to her chair. Why? Because I don't really talk too much about this, but I have a lot of care workers that come through here. They mask up, they have their gloves on, everything. But I want to give my mom the best fighting chance that she can have when they come in, right? So in her room, she has a medium-sized room, and this is scrubbing that air at least 4 to 5 times in an hour. Now think about that. It's drawing out not only the germs, it's killing those, it's taking out the pet dander, the smoke, the germs, pollen, human hair that's floating in the air that really irritate her lungs, and also the VOCs, that's the volatile organic compounds. We have a photocatalyst in here that removes that. Okay, Alice, show us the smoke.
Yeah, we are.
Chamber.
As a matter of fact, we have already turned this on. What we're gonna do right now is add in the smoke, and you're gonna see that basically it just takes it right on through, cleans that air, but this cleans differently. This is what you need to understand when it comes to air purification. There are different levels, different styles, different types of air purifiers. And what's so important about this is the fact that this does a 3-stage type of air purification. So it's not only going to take out in terms of all of your allergens and everything else. In addition to that, what's really so important about this is this also helps to remove your germs in the air, your bacteria in the air. That's why you want this unit. That's why this has been one of our top sellers. That's why this is one I have in my house as well. I take it with me, as a matter of fact. And even when I stay on my boat, I take it with me. I put it in the car, I take it with me, I put it on the boat. It's just that important. Sale price today, $40 off. We're doing free shipping. We're doing 5 flex payments. This is the one you want, and you never have to replace that filter. All I do is just pop it out of the back and then vacuum it and clean it, okay? So this is the way this is gonna work so beautifully in your home. It tells you everything. You can do different levels of it, as a matter of fact. But let's go back out to Linda, and she's gonna, again, talk us through the process by which this is able to clean the air. It's not just allergens. It's not just the dust and the pet hair and everything else. This is so much more than that, Linda.
Absolutely, Alice. 22,000 times a day. We are breathing 22,000 times. In those 22,000 times, we are purifying the air if you don't have an air purifier. This is a heartfelt must-have gift to give yourself and to your family and your friends. You will notice it when people come into your home, the air just smells cleaner. It is a game changer. I want to show you all though, when you get your air filter and you get your air purifier, you're going to notice that it's very, very white when you get it. Through time, it patinas. This does not mean that it's not working. You never have to buy another filter for this. This is the only one. It's a HEPA type filter. But what you will want to do is you'll take your vacuum, and what I want you to do is you're going to vacuum this out. You'll know when to vacuum it out because you have a little red light that indicates that you need to do that. Then all you need to do is you just put it back together, and then you reset it. I'm going to turn this around and
Linda,
show you what I'm talking about.
Linda, the tool that I use one of those tools. Now I just left my head. The one that's the, what is it? I'm looking for that. Yeah, what is it called? It's the one that goes in between each and every one. Yeah, right.
Yes. Yeah, that is a great tool.
Yeah,
you can use whatever it is.
All the way in there with that tool, you know, that's long and extended, so you can get right in between there, and it really cleans it out so beautifully.
Absolutely. Now you notice that I have a little red. It's showing me a little red. It says clean filter clean. Okay, so when you've cleaned it, all I want you to do is you hold the on and the timer button together.
Is that what you said?
Hold it for 3 seconds, and then you've now reset it, and now it's going to go off, okay? So let's go through the dials because I think the camera can go right up close to your air purifier, and I'll just run through the dials. We'll go counterclockwise. On the bottom there, you'll see that it's the on-off switch. The speed is next to your right. You'll see 3 fins.
There.
That means it's on high, right? So what you'll do is you go up again, and now you're going to turn in the UV VOC. That is the germicidal. That's what makes this hospital grade.
I leave mine on all the time. I never turn it off. I mean, why in the world would you ever turn it off? Just put it on, leave it on.
Exactly. Turn that on. Press that button and show everybody how the blue light starts to turn on.
See?
There you go. If you are a nighttime sleeper that is affected by light, go over again and you'll see the night mode. Press that. All it does is take off the light. It doesn't take off the UVC or the VOC off of that. It just takes the light off. You have a timer button. So this can go off any increments of an hour up to 24 hours. And then, of course, you have your on-off button again. But this is the air purifier that you're going to want to have. Think about this. If you have a small room, this is going to scrub the air 9 times in 1 hour. Think about the germs. Think about the pollen, the dust mites, the mold spores, the humid, just all the dust that's in your home. If you have COPD, allergies, you're going to want to have one for your living room and one for your bedroom. This is how it works. You have the hepatite filter right off the bat. That's the white one. Then you have the UVC bulb that captures and kills the RNA and DNA to the germs that are floating in our air. Right behind that, you have the photocatalyst. It removes the VOCs, the nail polish. And then behind that, I haven't even mentioned that it is ion-induced. What ion-induced air purifiers do is they put in negative ions into your air. And your dust attracts to the negative ions, and it makes it heavy, so it falls down on the ground so you can vacuum it up, or you can dust it up on surfaces. So this is really, honest to goodness, this is the best air purifier I have ever owned. I feel it in the air. I can feel it in my body, my lungs. And my mom, who has COPD, right next to the room, right next to me.
Love it.
She has one of these right here because I can't tell you it's not going to get her sick. I can't tell you anything. There's no guarantees. But I can tell you I have loads of caregivers that come through this home. And so far, so good. And I have to say, a lot of that has to do on our air quality. We are scrubbing it. We're capturing and killing those germs, the viruses, the bacteria that's in the air, along with all the pollen and the mold spores and the dust, everything that can harm her.
Absolutely. This is so important. This again, is one of those things. We've sold air purifiers here at HSN for years and years and years. They've been one of our biggest categories, our best-selling categories for years, because people get them home and they understand that it really does make a tremendous difference. But I think for me personally, it wasn't really until this year that I invested in this technology, because all of a sudden you really understand that it makes a huge difference. But not all air purifiers are created equal. This one is different. It's different because number one, first and foremost, it cleans in 3 different ways. That UVC light to me is so important. I think that for me, I would only own an air purifier that had the added protection of being able to not only deal with the pollen and the other things to help remove what's in the air, some of the particles, but also to also help in terms of helping to remove bacteria, helping to remove airborne germs. That to me is so important. And you will feel how this moves the air. It is a powerful unit. The other thing that's really great about it, and frankly, it wouldn't even matter to me. If I had to buy filters for this, I think it's that important, but you don't have to. It's completely a permanent filtration system. It's the crevice tool. Thank you, Callie. The crevice tool. I couldn't think of the name of that thing. Oh my gosh, I should have had more coffee. Crevice tool. Get that crevice tool, go right in there. It will clean it so beautifully, and then you just pop it back in. Linda, already we are down to the final, how many? 1,400 left. That's it. We just got this back in stock. It's gonna sell out so fast, guys. 1,400 already. That's all that's left. I have almost 600 of you trying to get through to buy this thing, okay? I am so excited for you to get it because you have until the end of January to try it, to experience it, to clean it, to see what it collects. Linda, it just, to me, one of the most important things that you can buy for you, for your family, for your friends. Absolutely important. Thank you so much. Love seeing you as always. And I'm so glad you brought me
Alice.
One of my personal favorites right here.
Thank you. And less than 10 pounds and about the size of a dinner plate footprint. I mean, you can't go wrong.
It's a very good looking unit too. I love that it looks good in my house and it looks good on our boat because I know Callie